to the mall and we just like fuck around. But the thing is we wanted to change what we had, right? We wanted to make millions of dollars. Everyone here probably wants to change what they have, right? You want to improve financially, you want to, get more time freedom, you want to live the life you want, you want to live in a different spot, you want to drive a different car, whatever it is. You want to improve what you have. And this is something I heard in the Ohio leadership event that I really, really liked. It makes a lot of sense. And this is something that happened with us that I didn't realize it. I couldn't put it into words until now. What happened was we wanted to change what we had. So the first thing that we had to do was we had to change how we thought. And we did that in his basement when I first enrolled, when we first made the decision. We changed how we thought. So then every single morning when I woke up, right, like my passion woke me up, right? So that's what I was saying. So I woke up, I felt different. I changed how I felt. Since I changed how I thought, I changed how I felt. Once I changed how I felt, my actions during the day changed. I changed what I did. Then once I changed what I did, then I started to change what I had. And that's the progression. Like that's how it works every single time. Like you can't skip a step, you can't take a step out, you can't switch them around, you change how you think, you change how you feel. Once you change how you feel, you're gonna change what you do. Once you change what you do, then you'll finally change what you have. And that's what we did. So since we change how you think, change how you feel, change how you feel, change what you do, change what you do, change what you have.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's clean.
It's kind of like the belief, potential, action, result.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But like I was saying, we changed what we thought. So we still did basically the same shit, but it was different. Like when we went out to the mall, that's something we would do before. But now we weren't talking about the last time we got high. We weren't talking about the next time we were gonna drink. Yeah, in the car we weren't listening to Drake. Dude, we popped on some audio. Once we sat down for lunch, we talked about, maybe we should tweak the invite a little bit, right? Maybe we should try to tweak it like this, make it appeal to more people. Maybe we should open an event differently. Maybe we should close an event differently. Yo, this person's killing it, dude. Let's have them, talk about something else this time. Let's switch it up. Let's get them uncomfortable again. Let's get them growing. This person's brand new. They're excited. Let's throw them up. Let's have them open the event this time. Maybe we should like kind of change the event structure a little bit. Last time we did this a little bit worse. Maybe we should tweak that a little bit. And then in doing that, that's how we like came up with this system that everyone like uses now. We came up with our own system. Everyone here can do the exact same thing. Every single person here can come up with your own system to kind of, cater to your needs, cater to your team, cater to your environment. It's simply a matter of going out and talking about it. And the reason why we're talking about it was because we simply just changed how we thought. That's what we wanted to talk about. It wasn't work. It was the road to get where we wanted to go. It was what we wanted to do. So in doing so, dude, what that did was we just like immersed ourselves in this business. We were surrounded by it all day, every single day. So 7 o'clock came, that 7 o'clock event. Right then, what happened, dude? We were fresh. We were excited. I wasn't nervous to get in front of people. I was excited to get in front of people and talk. Not because I like public speaking. I never liked public speaking. I sucked at public speaking when I first started because I knew I had something in my head that everyone else needed to know.
Yeah.
So it was like I had an obligation to share what I knew, dude. He had an obligation. He had an obligation to share what he knew for everybody else. And at the end of the day, it was really, really comforting for me because my goal wasn't to enroll anybody. It was simply to offer this opportunity as best as I could to every single person I talked to. And I knew that I was going to be able to do that, and I knew tomorrow I'd be better than I am today. So just continually doing it, and there was just that constant progress. That's what we were after, dude. We weren't after constant progress in like the numbers, but constant progress in ourselves. Because something that he taught me in the very beginning, he was like, dude, I have to build myself before I can ever build my business. I have to personally grow before my numbers can grow. So I didn't focus on the numbers. Fuck the numbers, dude. The numbers don't matter. You focus on yourself, and then it's so constant, dude. Your skill level's up here, your income's right here. Dude, this is going to come up here. Your skill level will always match your income. Same thing, dude. If your skill level's here, your income's here, or your skill level's here, your income's here, then the income's going to drop. Somehow, dude, every single time it happens. Your income will always match your skill level. So, your income is something you can't necessarily, just raise yourself. You can't just throw money in your income and have it grow, right? You can build yourself. You can change your skill level, and you can determine that. So, just bump your skill level as high as you want your income. Those two will always come together, and those two will always match. But what happened was, I started having these events at 7. We would tweak it as we went. Like when we fell on our face, we learned from those mistakes. We didn't make those same mistakes again. We never made a mistake twice. We learned from it, and we tweaked it. Maybe we make a different mistake next time, but that's fine. Then we learn from that, and we figure out, we literally figured out every single way not to do this business before we figured out how to do this business. And that's how we figured this thing out. Like literally just doing it like that. Then once Tyler came on board, like 3 weeks in, I kind of knew what I was doing a little bit. Yeah, Kish knew what he was doing by this point. We had this system that we were using, and Tyler was really, really taking it seriously. So we decided, like, okay, well, you guys are all in Kent, 25, 30 minutes away. So we can't just expect you to bring all your friends here. Tyler, why don't you have an event? We're not going to have competing events. We're not going to have 2 events at 7. So what we did, Tyler would have an event at his house at 3. So me and Kish would travel to Tyler's house at 3. And then what ended up happening, dude, a week into the business, Tyler's first week, what happened? We'd have kids show up at 3, hear about the opportunity at 3. They'd enroll roll by 4, they'd be trained by 5. We'd invite their friends out to 7 o'clock, they'd be paid by 8. It was literally disgusting. And it was just a culture of like success. Literally just constant success. Now when people came to Kish, they didn't come to because they had new people. People showed up every single time. And why? Because they were going to leave a different person than when they showed up. They were going to be better in some way, even if you only learned one thing. Every single time you came, you learned something. So people came for that aspect of it. Dude. You came to better yourself. That's why. Yeah, that's why you came. Dude, it was fun. And it was something where you got better. Even if you didn't get better with Vemma, you got better with something. You progressed in some way, somehow. And that's how we built just a nasty, like, tightly knit community, dude. A nasty culture where people wanted to show up. It wasn't a job. Like, that's what we always say. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle. It's the truth. It's something where people wanted to do. People loved showing up to Kish House, dude. That was like the thing. You know, and then if you couldn't make it during the week, that's fine. Just make damn sure you're there on Sunday. Sunday meetings were fat. That 8:30 training, there was like interactive training. You know, it was kind of like this, where we talk a little bit, and then we would, you know, open up like question and answer. And like any problem that anyone was having was like all ranks went out the window, all cycles went out the window, all money went out the window, everything, dude. Everyone got down on the same level, and we just talked. We talked about how we could improve what we were doing, how we can make it, you know, a better community, better culture. And then doing that, that's when we really kind of came together. We had that community where everyone was like always getting their questions answered. Everyone always had direction. You always knew where you needed to go. You know, it was like at that point, you know, we were kind of like the steering wheel. When you come in, you were the engine of the car, right? Engine, no steering wheel, dude, you're going to crash the first turn. Steering wheel, no engine, you're not going to go anywhere. So once you mix the two, right, then it's a vehicle working in fucking perfect harmony. And that's what we kind of had. The new people were always the engine, keeping this thing moving, keeping the networks expanding, and then we've been through it already, so we got steering wheel. That's what happened, though, dude. That's how we were able to hit these ranks. So quickly.
I was diamond, and the next month after I hit diamond, we had 6 people hit diamond the next month.
That's fucked up.
As a diamond.
Fucked up.
It's retarded. You guys remember that shit, dude. Fuck, we just hacked the house, dude. And there was no expectations, you know what I mean? There wasn't like a right or wrong, what we thought should have been happening. And I think bottom line, all we did was just came together, all saw the same end result, lit ourselves on fire, and just fucking worked our dick off. Yeah. That's all there was to it, dude. There wasn't anything else. Like, we were on a call, or in a book, or talking about Vemma, or rolling someone in Vemma, or doing something with Vemma. And if you want to make $100 grand a year, do that, or quit.
But it was
if you
like
want to make a 7-figure income, do that, or quit. Dude, you're never going to reach the level you want to reach unless you work your balls off. And it was, yeah, exactly. It was natural. Like, it wasn't like we're like, okay, I need to go work. It's like, dude, we see where this is going. We want to go do this. Let's go get better. Let's go have fun with this. You know?
And we didn't have any, like, uplines ever really skipped.
Is it Verve? Where's Verve?
Yeah. I think Brad skipped into our event a couple times. Wilburn a couple times. Wilburn came out to visit once or twice. Brad came out once.
Dude, we didn't have an upline until it was fucking Star Platinum going on executive.
We never, and that honestly, I think that helped us. We probably would have hit ranks a little bit like sooner, just having people just come in, but we wouldn't have figured it out. But we wouldn't have like figured it out like we did. We wouldn't have had a tight community like we had. You know, we wouldn't have the strong foundation that we have now.
Here. Alright, so now let's apply all that to you guys.
So,
we naturally just breathe, right? You can't really wake up and read nothing.
Wake up, you brush your teeth, and call Kish. Dude, you wake up, take a shower, and call Ty. Like, it's just the daily.
We were so hungry to do it that it was like, if we weren't growing our business, and this is the way we still work, dude. If our business isn't good, our life isn't fucking good. That's the way it works. Like, it wasn't that, like, if we weren't doing it, we were fucking sick to our stomach. There was, why would we be doing anything else? We wanted to go build, and we wanted to go hit 6-figure income. And now he made 250 G's in 2000 his first time of marketing. I made over 200,000. Is it worth it? He made over 150,000. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Where else can you go do that? Nowhere. Don't look at that. And then what else we do? We're like, yo, let's go New Year's in Miami. Let's get a table at Live. We'll be like 15 G's. We worked our ass off. We're packing with pretty bitches, and we're having time of our lives. Like, so you see that shit? Like, you see the cool diamond watches, the fucking $1,000 outfits? Yeah, we have lots of that. That all comes. And that's what drove us at the beginning. That's what, like, fired us up. We just saw the end result, and we were willing to do, not we were willing, we wanted to do whatever was necessary to get us there. Yeah. Right? Now, but I think we need to apply it to you guys. So who's in the same line? Who's like the same teams over?
I just have like a question real quick. Like when you had your whole team quit at San Diego, because I had a similar thing happen. Like, what were you like thinking? Like, what was next? What were your next steps? Like,
who else I was gonna talk to? So I was like, they quit, and it's like a Subway thing, dude. That's a business function. Right? You can't take people quitting personally. And as bad as it sounds, it was they didn't quit because the business was bad. They quit because I didn't know what I was doing, and because I didn't know what I was doing, they didn't know what they were doing. Right? But like I say, dude, if you own a Subway and turkey goes bad at the Subway, you don't start to wonder if your franchise is gonna work. Right. You throw the turkey out, you get a new turkey, you build it again. So I was like, okay, they're done, they quit. That sucks. I couldn't work with them. I'm gonna go talk to more people and build it again.
When you guys were like growing, you know, at the beginning of this, did you guys all have jobs, or you just do this like all the time, every day, all day?
I can step in. I mean, dude, it was like we just had that feeling where it was like. I mean, I got started, dude. I came home like that summer.
He bought his car in gold before like there were
I was
any
dying.
cars in
I was
Wyoming.
dying. in his bio it says silver on like Vemma corporate.
Yeah, they also said I only had like 2,400 active orders.
Yeah. Okay. So I was in school, dude. He had dropped a line with me like energy drinks, like, bro, we're gonna be out of money this summer. I was going home with the intention, like, I was willing to work like 3-4 jobs, like do whatever it took to make as much money as possible to bring back that next school year to like blow that frat. Like that was like my mindset. So I went home, you know, I picked up Cutco right away, which is the biggest joke, but I made it work. You know, I made $1,500 in a month, like my first month. Like I was like top guy, like in my like little team or whatever. Like Rich Clutter was in it too. He made like 2 sales, like, you know, he had two big sales, but still, like, you just, you know. So, and then at the same time, I was trying to get a job with Turner. You know, it's funny because I got the job. He got me the job at Longwood Gardens. I fucking went one night for training. I went for a 6-hour training session, paid. The next morning was supposed to go in. I had phoned in to Vemma right about the same time. I literally called them that next morning and I was like, I'm not coming in. You know? Like, I just didn't want to do that shit. Like, I just didn't want to do it. At all the same time, Matt, not to throw him under the bus, he was in another network marketing company. And in the gym, he was like, listen, dude, I've got something, I want you to check it out. And I was like, yeah, I will. Like, dude, I want to be rich. Like, I don't have, like, this, like, closed mind. Like, I was just so open and, like, you know, excited to, like, learn about a way I can make a dick ton of money. And, like, I was good friends with him, so trusted him. Sat down with him. He introduces me to this company. He does it the right way. I'm very excited. I go to my grandparents' house to ask them for the money, and they're like, that's a pyramid scheme. It's like, fuck. But I didn't just, like, rule it out, you know? I literally called him. He remembers a phone call. I was standing in my room, walking around my room. And I'm like, Matt, dude, it's a pyramid scheme. Like, can you explain to me how it's not? And he broke it down for me. Like, I was that kid that was like, I needed to know for sure. Like, I wasn't just going to be like, oh, it's a scam. Like, that. You don't want those people, dude. You want the people that are naturally, like, hungry for it, open-minded, like, have to know before they make an ultimate decision. So, at the same time, dude, this guy, I had sold this guy Cutco, but he agreed to only buy it if I would come and check out his, like, opportunity. He was in Herbalife. Top income or whatever in Herbalife. I literally drove to Philly on my own gas, my own time, to sit through a 2-hour Herbalife convention to hear about that opportunity. This is all the same time. This is one summer, right? And then he hits me with Vemma. And he's like, yo, let's, like, you know, I hadn't gotten involved with anything at this point. You know, and that's when, you know, this whole meeting comes in where we go to Giordano's, Rich and I, after the gym. You know, Rich is obviously, you know, all pissy. He doesn't get his protein. You know, these motherfuckers are an hour late. Warm verb. You know, I sit down. This guy, I fucking remember, he draws me the quadrant on the napkin. The cash flow quadrant on the napkin. I'm like, this is making sense. Apparently, he thought Rich would be the kid to do it and not me, because I was literally grilling him with questions. And then, it was literally his conviction that sold me. Like, it's like, I wanted to be working with those guys, you know, because of what they had to offer, you know? And
But then, can I say once you started?
Well, hold on. I mean, because I literally spent weeks doing research. Like, I had to know
This
everything.
motherfucker was over the place order button with all this shit figured out for like an
10
hour.
minutes,
I'm like,
yeah.
dog, fucking click it. Like,
I'm at Kish's house rolling through Yeager. Yeager's nowhere to be found. Like, and Kish is setting me up, and like I got all my shit figured out. I got like $600 in my account from working Cutco or whatever. And you know, and at that point, I clicked I clicked go, and fucking the rest is history, bro. I got home, I just started making phone calls, and I was just like,
I have a picture of the first home event. You're like, okay, we're having a meeting tomorrow.
yeah, he's like, yo, I'm chilling with my girl. I'm like, it doesn't matter, come through. He brings his girl. There's like 6 of us in the room, you know, and I get up there, bro, and I'm just like, fuck it. And
He's
this
like
is what
reading off his phone.
Yeah. I remember sitting there because like you guys have to understand, it wasn't really working for me until then, and like I finally found someone who was like about to like chop with me. You know what I mean? Like get down. And after one day, I remember. Or like he's like, yo, should I go? I was like, do you want to go? He's like, yeah, let me go. And he sat there and then like he just started throwing down the presentation. And I remember being the happiest motherfucker in the whole entire world. Like, could not stop smiling. And then from there it was history.
Because dude,
he fucking
it's like
kicked it every single day, all night. Calls, Skypes, who do we know, meeting, books. That's it. And then all of a sudden we're soon to be.
And like, dude, I double frenzied like first full week. Turner, he's the only one left. Other 5 quit. You know, and dude, it's like he enrolled just off of my conviction. You know what I mean? And like these guys, like our values, like our vision.
You had a shaved head.
Me, Dilcher, and fucking Gannon.
Yeah.
At your house.
Dilcher was.
Gannon and Dilcher went and smoked weed. Gannon talked Dilcher out of it, and I was asking you questions. And I figured out.
Well, Dilcher ended up getting involved, didn't he?
Yeah, and then
After,
did nothing.
yeah.
So and
With his
then
5 cap sweatshirt on.
coming back to your question, you know, I quit my job. I just went all in, man, because I'm like, I was talking to my dad. I'm like, I just want to do this, dude. It's like, why have a plan B if it distracts you from plan A? So I got back to school. I'm like, Kish, I'm not dropping out. Kish, I'm not dropping out. He set the pace. He just didn't go back. He was like star platinum. You know, I was diamond, you know, and my business was moving. And at that same time, I found my buddy Tanner at UD, who was just, again, he just had it. You know, you just look for the right people, and he, frenzy, double frenzy, whatever, you know, just started putting on orders. And so at that point, I'm like, I gotta run with this.
Yo, do you remember sitting in stat though?
Yeah.
We took the first week off to drink. Huh? Yeah.
And we're sitting in class, and I'm like, this is fucking dumb. Like, I don't want to do this. And like, I'm not here to like, influence you guys stopping school, whatever, right? But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I have a business I could build. Now is now with, you know, Turner was saying it earlier, now is now with Vemma, dude. School's never gonna disappear. You know, there's people that go and get their degree at any age, you know, regardless. So if this doesn't work, then fuck it, I'll come back to school. Like, I don't really care. Like, it's not a coincidence that Zuckerberg, you know, dropped out and fucking built a multi-billion-dollar business. It's not a coincidence that Steve Jobs dropped out, you know, and you know, whatever. Like, if you have something wrong with it and the timing's right, you gotta take it. So I'm on the phone with my dad. I'm like, I'm in an English class, trying to be an engineer here. It doesn't add up. I'm wasting your money. Give me a semester. I want to prove to you that I can do this. 1 semester off. In the grand scheme of things, what's it gonna matter, right? And I'll come back and my business isn't where I want it to be. That 4th month went from diamond 30 cycles, which is still crazy, to star platinum, bro. Because I just put, I literally, and like, I kid you not, dude, this was my schedule. I moved, okay,
God, this motherfucker.
So dropped out of school diamond, right? Scariest shit I've ever done. Because I went to the office, I signed the withdrawal papers, like, permanent, done. I got back on the White Loop, the fucking bus, drove back to my apartment, all these kids on the bus with backpacks, like, squawking about school, and I'm like, I just dropped out. Like, fuck. So, like, now it's like, yeah. And I was living in my frat, 2 weeks in my frat house, literally, like, he'll tell you about the frat houses there, dude. They're huge. You live upstairs. The downstairs is empty.
I remember when you were living in there. You'd Skype, and there'd be like
you
drunk
know,
people in the fucking like, Viva!
5 nights a week, bro.
Like,
you know how hard that is to do? 5 nights a week.
And we'd just be
drinking?
like these fucking average dumbasses.
Drinking, smoking, girls, like parties, like that was it. Like that's any college kid's just dream. And I was like, I'm not doing this. I moved out. I swapped an apartment with a kid that was in my frat. He moved into my room, and I moved into a room or an apartment, dude, where I could like focus, right? And so every morning I'd get up, I'd have just like texts, and I'd put together a daily schedule. I'd go to the gym, I'd come home, and I'd sit on Skype, 30-minute intervals all day, like 12 hours. And if someone wasn't hitting me up, I was hitting them up.
All day.
Like literally all day for an entire month.
day.
And I remember I hit Star Platinum, and I went to the frat that last night of the month to celebrate. Like, this is dope. People are like, yo, what's a Vemma thing doing? I'm like,
sorry, bro.
fuck yeah, it's doing well.
Did you guys?
So, dropped the frat dude apartment, dropped my job, got my car. Dude, I didn't save a dime till I was exact. People don't know that, you know? It's like, all the money went back into my business. So, like, yeah, there were struggles. Like, you know, my dad was helping me out, you know, thankfully. with my apartment rent at that point, but like food, everything. Like I didn't have any money, dude. All the money just went back into my business, travels and all that. And so it kind of just took off from there,
Ruined it.
and just kept running with it, man. We went to Jesse Munt's house when we were, when I enrolled, got turned to Maggie, and she knew Jesse Munt. Dude, we drove up there 2.5 hours in his Maximo. It's like silver and gold. In it, like 2.5 hours, right?
You
We're like,
silver at that point.
I probably wasn't, and it was funny because I remember,
bronze,
dude,
'cause I
We
was
walked out there big digging it, dude.
Yeah.
Like we showed up and like we knew some shit. We knew we had shit to offer. Like, yo, we're about to go drive 2 hours for these fucking kids and help them. Like, and we
There
showed
was
up
just
there.
Jesse Munt and his
that's
brother. That was
yeah.
it.
No, it was Jesse Munt, his brother, Brian Skier.
They weren't in yet.
like, yeah, but they weren't in.
They weren't in yet.
No,
It was like
there's 2
four
people.
of 15 people are still with us.
You know that video you guys saw where me and Yeager fucking singing?
Yeah.
I wanna know that song. That was on the way back from that meeting.
Yeah,
we
we
were-
crushed it.
Yeah.
Dog, we were on cloud fucking 9.
On the way to the
Walking
meeting,
on
bro.
clouds.
Remember we made that illegal ass U-turn?
Yeah,
freaking out.
we were about to be late.
Yeah, we took the worst wrong turn, like on a highway, bro, and we were like, "Fuck, we're gonna be late." So
We
we
took multiple wrong
we
turns.
just banged this massively illegal U-turn on the highway. Like, this car's going 90, bro. It stops at maximum. We're like, "Fuck, we didn't make it." Like,
Yeah, and I think like the moral of that story is like there was no it wasn't working. Like if something wasn't working, that was just something that wasn't working, and we were over it and we were moving the fuck on because it was working.
Like I said, like I said before, we made the decision, dude. In our heads, we saw it. We pictured, dude, his big ass house in San Diego. We pictured us all living together in this dope house in Miami. Like we pictured everything. So it
And
was
we had
done.
like
it was literally
ours,
done.
dude. Like we came together. And it was like my dad went to Princeton. He was at fucking a good ass school. They were both like dean's list engineers, but it wasn't like we were even nervous about it because we fucking knew, dude. Like that was it. And we're like, okay, we're going. Let's go. If that doesn't work, it didn't work.
Next thing.
This still
Figure
works.
out why.
Vima's consistent from day 1 to day 5 million. The day that it's terrible, you feel terrible, Vima's the same game. Our game's the same as your game. You know what I mean? But what we did and what you guys in this room need to do is come the fuck together as a group, right? We started our main group. And like, if there's people in here that are half-assed, dog, you should be on such a mission that they're fucking out. They're out. Like, they're not with you. They're not part of it. You don't need anyone in this business. You set the pace around you. You come together with your homies. Where do you want to be? What do you see? What do you see going on? And then just go, dude. We planted our feet and we fucking went. And you come together as a group. You all see that same vision, right? And here's the thing, dude. Like, all we wanted for each other was the same exact thing. When you all share the same vision with someone in life, right? And right now this will be your current step in life. Everything's a given, dude. Everything's a given. There was no competition. There was no anything. It was like, yo, we're building. Let's go fucking build. And it was magic, dude. Like fucking magic. But here's the thing. I've seen it happen over and over and over and over and over again. And that's why we're here right now. Right?
there's two sides to it. It's like, in the beginning, we were kind of driven by like this uncertainty and like, whether or not it could work and like, being the ones to kind of lead the charge, but then people don't see the struggle that came with that. We fucked up a lot. Like, we had the most no's. Like, you guys don't understand how many times I had the argument whether or not this was a pyramid scheme with someone. Fucking at, like, silver. Like, I didn't even care.
No cursing for the videos.
Okay, well, you didn't tell me. And so, like, that doesn't happen anymore, dude. People don't question, like, nearly as much as they used to whether or not, like, this is legitimate. But like it is. There's a success story. So, understand, I guess, what you have now that we didn't, and just the credibility with people that have done it and leveraging that, and the fact that like we had the excitement behind, going from 100 million to 250 million. But what about 250 million to 12 billion? Like, think about that, dude. So it's like that's kind of what it it's even easier now because you know that it's been done. But don't let like the support and like the credibility you have and the leverage you have of your upline, don't let that distract you or from taking initiative yourself, or don't let that
hinder your
Yeah,
imagination
yeah.
of what you can do.
Yeah, don't take that for granted. So many people they rely so much on someone else that they fail to take that step themselves. We were forced to take that step ourselves because there was no one else to rely on. You know, so that's
the thing that helped us the most. Like, that's something you look at as like the work, like as something where we had like a disadvantage. That was our biggest advantage in my mind, was that we didn't have an option to ask somebody, hey, could you help me out for some extra credibility on this call? That wasn't an option, so we couldn't do it. So that was the best thing that ever happened to us, because we had to learn how to physically just get better at this business ourselves. And when I say better at it, dude, my favorite thing that I say at all is that I'm not good at the business. None of us are good at the business, because that's the truth. Like, I really don't consider myself good at the business, but I do consider myself very, very educated in this, and I do it a lot. Now, everyone in here can get educated, and everyone can do it a lot.
work hard. Yeah.
And that's literally that's as simple as it is. It's literally that simple. If you want to break it down to its dumbest form, we're educated and we do it a lot. That's the only difference. We're a little bit more educated than people in here. We do it a little bit more than people in here. That's it.
10,000 hour rule.
So,
Yeah, we put in the fucking time, dude. We put in the fucking time.
And I'm gonna roll this into something, but go ahead.
Skypes,
yeah,
dude.
so do you think you guys, I guess, like, what I'm getting from this, is you guys just wanted to, you had no books. I mean, we got the Facebook groups now, we got the training calls. You guys had none of that, so you just went. You just did
Well,
more
the thing
stuff.
is, like,
Well, it's
he made the Facebook group. Sure, it was only me and him at one point. There's two of
There
us.
was
You guys
7
stepped up
people
as
in the
the
Facebook group when I
Yeah.
started East Coast Vemma. I made it. There were 7 people.
And we would have training calls, but we would run the training calls. Like, yo, I think we're gonna have a training call tonight. Let's just fucking do a training call.
Yeah, we just did what we
So
did.
you guys stepped up as leaders. Heck, that's what it is. There's, like you were talking about earlier, there's needs to be more
100%.
leaders. Once you step up, then it's just a matter of time and effort, and then you're next thing you know, you're the next 6-figure income earner because you stepped up as that leader.
Dude, I didn't even know that we were doing well until we got down to Miami. We had our heads down, we were running, I looked up, we were in Miami, I was like, oh shit, I guess we're doing pretty well.
I call
Just
I didn't
nothing
know, we
matters.
just saw the numbers.
I call us and any really good group organic growth.
And I want to talk more about that.
Right?
Yeah.
So you look at fucking the best people in the world at something, right? Or anyone who's successful in anything, right? They grew organically, or they found their own way, right? So I like to use the analogy, what happened with us is no one told us what to play. They just put us on a playground with everything we needed to play. And it was our playground. And we got to figure out what we wanted to play with and what we did. And because everything that was needed to go fucking to 1,000,000 was on the playground that we were playing on, we found it. You know what I mean?
And I mean, so your next question is how to help your team grow organically. You know, how to help develop leadership. So my topic, is there room back here?
Yeah.
There's some seats back here, guys, if you want to sneak in here. You know, my topic for January 3-4, guys, definitely tune into that. You know, Yeager, Anton, and I will be speaking. Is how to create how do you say it? Duplicatable business. I'm going to screw that up on stage. I know it already, but
Well, there's the yard, you think you aren't. You're right,
that's fine.
I got the whole thing, so I'll show it to you later.
You know, and so
whole thing.
how do you develop that leadership? What I've learned, and dude, you hit the nail on the head, it's like you gotta help people grow naturally. And this is like this new concept I guess I've been trying to implement. Some of you I've done it with. And essentially it's this concept of coaching, and I'm kind of like still learning it and like trying to figure out if it's gonna work, but I'll get your feedback on it. You know, my buddy, you know, is in Turner's business, this kid Steve Hackett, his dad's a professional success coach, similar to someone like Tony Robbins, just not as big. And what happens too often is we try to set these goals for people, or we try to push them along at a rate they're not comfortable with. You know, not natural to them, right? Not what they're capable of doing. If you have a 30%, dude, this business is a lot of people that do a little bit and a little bit of people that do a lot. The people that do a lot are in this room, but there's a lot of people that do a little bit. There's 30, 40, 50%ers. If you try to force a 50%er to do 60, guess what? They're not going to do anything. That's like your mom when you're young saying, yo, don't do that. What do? You do it. Right? So being
Force.
you hearing orders, you know, to them it's hearing an order. If you're like, yo, let's get you to diamond this month. What if they're not capable of that? You know, and as a result, they won't do anything at all. So the way that you help them grow at a rate they're naturally, you know, going to grow at is by simply asking questions rather than trying to push them along. And so what I've been trying to do is, you know, connecting with your leaders, connecting with the people that you have potential. It's going to take some time, you know, start to set up calls. And it's like, you know, are you at where you want to be in business? Every time the answer is no. Everyone. Well, I'm not where I'm at, where I want to be. You know, everyone. Okay, great. So, you know, what are a couple of things that you feel that you could do differently? Or you think you should be doing that you're not? And guess what? They're going to express it themselves. Rather, you say, yo, read. You know, and when they express it themselves, psychologically, I found that they're a lot more, you know, a lot more inclined to follow through with that, right? If they're like, well, I want to read more. Okay, you know, what's an action plan, let's say the next 7 days, that you're comfortable with you know, I guess abiding by? Or how are you going to accomplish that? You want to get to silver. What's it going to take? What do you think it's going to take to get you to silver in the next 7 days? And they're going to express it themselves. You know, and okay, do you have all the resources you need? What sacrifices do you think you're going to have to make to do it? You know, and how committed are you on a scale of 1 to 10 to making this thing happen? You know, it's not dude, motivation's got to come from within, right? It's like you can motivate an idiot. Yeah, you can motivate an idiot. You got to motivate an idiot. Like, they've got to want to motivate themselves. That's the only way it's going to work. You know, and I've seen it happen countless times. You know, Kevin, not to throw him under the bus, man, but he was kind of just riding the wave, dude, for a little while. And then all of a sudden, something clicked, and he just wanted to take that charge. And now he's, you know, gold going on diamond. You know what I mean? Leading a team out in Jersey. It came from within him. We were kind of just letting him go along at his natural pace, and then all of a sudden, something changed. Right? Rather than us trying to say, Kevin, do this, do that. Right? And so I think that's really, really important. And the most important part is holding them accountable. Not like I'm your boss or I'm higher than you. But like hold each other accountable. I like when my team holds me accountable. So when you have a teacher at school that says, we're going to have an assignment due this day, you know, a paper due this day, you got to have it done. Why do you hand it in? Because your teacher's literally holding you accountable. You don't want to do it. You don't want to, you know, do that paper. But you're going to hand it in because you have, you know, you do the paper, you get a good grade, you get, you know, build a good resume, have a good job. That's like our mindset, right? On what it used to be, at least. And so, dude, have your team hold you accountable. Great. 7 days from now, dude, let's reconnect. And let's see where, you know, gauge your progress. So I think that that's important because, you know, people are going to have like an emotional attachment to complete what it is they've expressed they want to do. I think, versus like you trying to just force them along, dude.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and that's how we grew. We grew so naturally, bro.
And there's that one quote. Hold on 1 second.
You look that close. But we even need that. We need to like help each other stay accountable. Like we literally just set up a time for us when we go back to Miami. We have a reading hour. Like we've been telling each other, dude, for the past few months. Yo, we gotta get back to reading. Like Ty, you have a bunch of books. Why don't you read them? And he's like, yo, you have a bunch of books. Why don't you read them? And we're like, yo, we gotta start reading. We gotta start reading. Let's
you have to
Let's
understand
read.
when you live in Miami and San Diego at 20 years old, making thousands of dollars a week. It's like you have to give yourself.
Like we would like read, but like I'd be like, okay, well I'm gonna get this book and I got about 4 months to finish it, page a day. You know, and like that's like the schedule we were on. But then now we're holding each other accountable. Like exactly like Tyler was saying, we're all right. We're gonna have a reading hour. During this hour, you're reading. You know, and that's it. And that's how we're gonna, you know, kind of help each other do this.
And real quick, dude, if you can help people develop naturally, man, I mean, what's gonna happen is a 30%er. You want them to do exactly 30%, no more.
You help the 30 do 30 the best of their ability, 60 do 69,
and
59.
either
A, you get the best out of everyone, you're gonna run in. It's a sorting game.
Right.
You get the best out of every individual at whatever level they want to do it. You're gonna find the sharks. You're gonna find the bunnies.
or they'll evolve themselves.
Yeah.
Not everyone's an ace.
Real quick,
everyone has an ace in their network.
leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them, right? So in helping someone be good, you need to have utmost belief level in yourself first. I think what happened with me, Smalls, and Yeager is our vision for where we were going was so large that it inspired other people, right? Like, dude, like you think $1 million a year is a lot of money? No, dude, you think 5 million a year is a lot of money? No, like we'll be billionaires, 100%. Like it's not up in the air.
Hour.
Yeah, like lots of money. We'll max the comp plan in network marketing. We will be paid as much as Vemma can possibly pay us, right?
And all of you have the same potential for the same thing.
Exactly. And because our vision is so big in it, people are like, oh, I think I can hit a 6-figure income if this guy's trying to make fucking $1 million a month. I think I can do 100,000 in a year, right? So it's like someone in the room needs to step up and make a bold fucking statement and take on the role of that guy. Like, yo, that's
certain. Like,
yeah,
actually
like,
decide that you're gonna do it.
Not like outward. Like, yo, I'm gonna go do this. It's like, yo, like you've tuned in. You're willing to put in the work. You're doing what you're saying. You're thinking what you're saying. You know what you're saying. You're feeling. Everything's in line, right? You come together. and someone makes that bold fucking statement, I'm gonna be at a 6-figure income by this date. I don't care if I have to fucking crawl, swim, I don't care how many calls I don't care how much sleep, I don't care what I have to do, I am going to go do that. That's what people follow. People follow people who know where they are going, right? And until you believe, unwavering belief, dude, in order to win in network marketing, you need to have unwavering belief in the product. Your product's on point. Everyone loves this shit, right? Corporate end, BK Braco, Brad Wayman, Peter Riley, they've taken companies to $1 billion. It's all there. An unwavering belief in yourself. Unwavering belief that you guys in this room can be the next 6-figure incomer. It's not about us. We're here to get you to understand you can go do it. You can go lead your team. You can go have a huge following of people. You can go do everything we are doing. You, as individuals, each and every single one of you can do that, right? Not you right now, maybe, but what do you look like after a year of developing, growing, learning business? What does that you look like? What is that individual capable of? After learning business inside and out, after fucking grinding, putting the time in, can you enroll everyone you talk to? Yeah. Can you build a team? Yeah, because you put in the time, right? And once you, and once you have that unwavering belief, right? What do you think you have? A large potential. And when you know you have a large potential, right? I have unwavering belief. We have unwavering belief in our ability to build network marketing. Meaning what? We have a lot of potential. We know we can make a lot of money doing this, dude. Like, we'll be easy. Like, our goal, Vemma income is like $750,000 to 1.2. 2014. Cash, baby. That's our goal this year. And because we see such a big potential, dude, for the last fucking, from December 1st to the 19th, I didn't sleep more than 5 hours. No bullshit. I was everywhere and back. I was Mexico, San Francisco, Sacramento, fucking all through the East Coast. I was everywhere. Everywhere. Because we have that high potential, what are we doing? We're taking a lot of fucking action, dude. And that's the gravy. We're taking a lot of fucking action. We're on more calls than everyone here. We've read more books than everyone here. We've done more home events than everyone here, probably put together. And we make more money than everyone here because of that, right? The action we take leads to the amount of results, and the results validate everything you're thinking. You know, so whatever you need to do to get yourself to the point, because dude, here's the thing. There's already hundreds of people just like you making the 6 and the 7-figure income. Like, mom doesn't get it? Cool. My dad went to Princeton and has the dream corporate America job. He's living in Singapore, making a boatload of money. He didn't get it. Cool. Because I read books and I saw thousands of people already making the 6 and the 7-figure income, I knew I could do the same thing. Get yourself to that point. Whatever the fuck you need to do to get yourself to the point where there's not a doubt in your mind that you can do this, get there. And everything else will fall into play. Everything else will fall into play. Because, dude, if you knew a year from now, you could be making $5,000 a week. Me and Yeager both made over 5 figures last week. Dude, we're 21 years old. He's 20. I turned 21 2 weeks ago. A month ago. But dude,
network marketing, man.
Think about that. Think about that. Like, 30 G's, dude. Like, we do whatever the fuck we want. Like, I booked my flight to Miami this morning.
Booked mine last night.
It was actually like 1 a.m. last night.
Yeah, nice.
And it was just like on a whim, dude. Like, we do whatever we don't.
The world gets a lot smaller.
Dog. The hardest thing to understand is that it's easy.
Yeah.
The hardest thing to understand is it's not hard. This is what you're doing, dude. You're getting people to drink a product they already spend money on so we can make money. Like, build an environment all across the world that people want to be a part of. And whether, like, my belief level is so high in Vemma, because I've seen people come into Vemma, do nothing with it, but their lives are still completely changed. Do this information, just like understanding you're capable of doing whatever you want, I pay fucking $100 million for it, because it'll make me way more than that. Don't look at it as a fucking builder pack. You don't understand the value. You don't understand the value. It's not a fucking builder pack. You're learning some shit, some philosophies that'll completely change your life forever if you apply them. That's what people are paying for. You can't promote that. You can't promote awareness for $500. You can't promote, like, people that are peeing in the wind, have no idea what the fuck they're doing. A $500 wake-up call that can completely change their lives forever, whether it's Vemma or not. You can't get people to want to be part of that. Are you kidding me? You just don't get it. You can't get 1,200 people in the country in the worst economy since the Great Depression that all spend money on these products anyway, that pay us to consume it and want to be healthy. You can't get 1,200 people drinking 2 cases of Verve a month. Like, yo, let's team up. You have friends. You have a network. They spend money on this shit. Most of them want to make money. Let's build a group around you making like 100 people that drink Verve. If you want to get serious, we can help other people do the same exact thing. And we'll hit a 6-figure income. That's it, dude. It's not fucking rocket science. It's a proven ass fucking gig. And this industry, you talk about right place, right time. Dude, if you knew what was going on in our heads right now, you can come into this business right now. Dude, you guys can make over 100 G's this fucking year. Like, imagine making over 100,000 cash this year. This is the business of the 21st century. This company is the company in the industry, and this movement is the movement in the company in the industry. Dude, I've been offered hundreds of thousands of dollars cash. Like, I've had top incomers in companies be like, yo, we'll give you hundreds of thousands of dollars to move into our company. Like Morton, dude, his name on the internet is worth $2 a click. My name's worth 50 cents a click on the internet. Like, it's not like some fucking little energy drink thing, dude. Everyone in the industry is looking at what we are doing. And the big earners would suck dick to be in your position. They would suck dick to be in your position. You need to understand where you are right now, and you'll get to the point where unless you're retarded, dog, it's like, you're going. Because here's the deal, dude. Like, we used to post in our groups, you need motivation. And I don't like to look at it like FOL, fear of loss, so like it's still faith, but once you live like this, and I encourage everyone here, do whatever you need to do to taste it a little bit. Do whatever you need to do to figure out how it feels to be able to work with your friends, have no income cap, have no job, no boss, no hours, and make a living. Taste that. Because once you taste it a little bit, you're going to want a little bit more. And once you taste it a little bit more, you're going to want a little bit more. And eventually, you're going to hit a big enough piece to where you can't stop fucking eating, dude. You cannot stop fucking eating. Right? Figure out something. What fires you up? Dude, what's going to go make you build the business? Why? What's your desperate why? People are like, I want to help people. I want to help people. It sounds good on the outside, dude. What's going to wake you up in the fucking morning? Maybe it turns into that, like, once you're, like, fucking making a lot of money. Like, yeah, that's a big why for me right now. I like to help people. When we started, it was fucking $30,000 watches and Louis Vuitton shit. That all went away. What's going to wake you up in the morning? Like, what the fuck is going to get you out of bed and make you want to get on the fucking computer and grind out all day? What is that? Identify that. Let it fire you up and go all day, every day. And mark my words, dude. You put your blinders up, you pick a goal, and you just work towards it every single day. Dude, Earl Nightingale's strangest secret. There's nothing that can stake the will of a man that will risk its own survival on its existence, right? If you decide no matter what you're going to get something, you can't not get it. And a lot of stuff's been disagreed on, like in life. That's one thing that there's unanimous agreement from all the greats in the whole entire world. Seek and ye shall find. Alright?
Straight up. Questions? Go Bill.
Yeah.
What's up?
At what point, like, in your business did you realize, like, it was, like, time to get out of your hometown? Like almost, like, you, not hit up everybody, but it was, like, sought out, like, it was time to, like, move on.
Honestly, it took us out. You know what I mean? Like we were building just in our area. We probably had about 15 active by the time we found Ty. You know, so then at that point it was like, okay, well, he's killing it. We're gonna drive to him. And we drove to town on his first day. Drove over to him. We did a home event there. You know, and then through Maggie's boyfriend's best friend, you know, Jesse Munn. You know, he was up in northern Jersey. So we're like, all right, well, there's a new network. Let's drive up there. His first day.
Yeah.
Just decided we just got in the car. We just drove up there.
Yeah.
You know, so it really kind of took us out. It pulled us instead of us kind of searching for it.
Alright.
And that, like, what I was touching on, like, that desperate why thing, you know what I mean? It's like motivation, like this stuff. There was, like, funny places, and we all, like, because you have to understand, like, for us, dude, like, we were in your shoes a year and a half ago. Like, we didn't have fucking nice shit. We couldn't do whatever the fuck we wanted to do. We didn't have tons of money. And everything that was driving us stopped driving us, right? Once you get the watch, the motivation from the watch goes away. Once you can buy anything you want, the motivation from buying something goes away, right? And I learned this philosophy, and if you guys apply it, you'll win, all right? Motivation is external. It pushes you. Motivation is external, and it pushes you, right? Inspiration and desire is from within, and it pulls. Right? We don't have to go tell ourselves to build, dude. It's like this, like we can't not. You know what I mean? It pulls us. It's natural. We want to go do it. Right? So figure out something that's internal, desperate. What is it for you? I used to wake up in the morning and I started with this, and I walked to the beach, dude. I live in San Diego, right? I walked to the beach Monday through Friday. I walked to the beach, I walked to the edge of the water, I looked to the left, I looked to the right, dude, and there's no one there. Why? Because everyone's working. And I'd say to myself, dude, I beat it. I beat the system. Like, I beat it. Right? Think about it, dude. Like, make that end result, and this is the key. Have you guys read Think and Grow Rich?
Yeah.
Read Think and Grow Rich, and don't just read it. Like, fucking execute it. It'll change your life forever. Desire. Make this working in your life more enticing than anything. Make you, like, imagine yourself, you've inspired thousands of people. You've helped hundreds of people make hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's gotta be something that's gonna, like, fire you up, dude. Like, what does that you look like in your mind? Dude, me and Yeager, we didn't even know we were doing it. We used to put on that Last Time Night Party song. It was like, yo, this song will be perfect to put on. We'll be making like $250,000 a year. We'll have suits on, and we'll be in a band.
Being driven.
Yeah, we
To our
made
private jet.
exactly, dude.
Black jet.
We made that vision so enticing in our minds, dude, and so crystal clear. Everything was just like so enticing and so perfect that nothing was comparable to that.
Well, because it was like I said too. It was like if you do this, this, and this, like you will get that. It's done. It's literally, it's gonna happen. It wasn't like no ifs, ands, or buts about it, dude. It's like if you take these steps, it will lead you here, and you decide what here is. You decide where here is. You can decide that yourself. It's the truth, dude. If you really do take these steps, that study success, study what all successful people do. Take those steps, and you can decide on your destination. We're like getting close. Like we're not even at our destination. Like, we kind of reached our destination that we thought. Now we got a new one. You know, we're taking the same steps. Once you decide how to like win at one game, once you figure out how to win at one game, you can win at anything you want. It's just figured out. My $500 investment is like peace of mind. You know, I used to always be worried about the future. I was worried about that next test. Worried about my grades. Worried about, you know, am I going to find an internship? Oh, I mean, if I don't find an internship, am I going to find a job? If I don't have a job, how am I going to make money? How am I going to support a family? I was always worried about the future. I'm not worried anymore. I'm excited. I'm damn excited about the future. I still don't know what's going to happen either way. Before, I didn't know what was going to happen. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be, but I'm damn excited to see. You know, which is definitely very, very cool to be able to operate on that in a level.
And here's the other thing, dude. We're best fucking friends. Like, at the end of the day, all we want for each other is each other to be better in every way, shape, or form. It's called the Mastermind Alliance. There's no, there's no ego involved, right?
Not with each other. Yeah, it's like, you can give me advice and I'll take it. Whereas before, if you would have given me advice in like school, before this thing, I'm going to be shut the fuck up.
Dude, like, these are my like supports, dude. Like, I can't live without these fucking people now. Like, it's like, I have my mom and dad, they don't help me as much as these people do. Like, that's the way the business works. It's your mastermind alliance, and if you share your vision with people and they see it, that happens without trying. Dude, it's not you're right or you're wrong. It's like, you probably have valid points and so do you. Let's figure out what's better for everybody. We all want the same thing. Like, you guys are all playing the same game. We're playing the same game. You think we just talk to you like this? No, we just talk to you like this. We want to bring you up. You bring everyone around you up, dude, you go up. You help enough people get what they want, get everything you want, dude. Everything you want. I'm not good because I'm good. I'm good because I have a fucking good-ass team. That's why I'm good. It's not me. It's not me. It's we all teamed up on this shit and got fucking good together. You come together with your 3 homies, you see the same thing, dude. You're best fucking friends. You're glued together. And if you're not glued together, you don't truly see the same thing.
Coolest shit in the world.
It's the coolest shit in the world.
Is there questions?
I mean, yeah, like open this up. Let's see where you guys are at, dude. How we can, maybe you think you guys can improve what you're doing.
How do we change like what people see? Like our neighborhood's taking like a lot of heat right now. Like we're like known as like the Vemma kids, and it's like people just laugh. Like you try to hit them up, it's like, fuck you, dude. You just hit me up on the holidays. Like you're an asshole. You're trying to scam people. Like how do we change kind of like their view on us to like make them want to join us?
Change your view on that. It's kind of fucking tricky, right? Like I could go to your hometown and successfully build a large business, just because my view on it is my view on it. And their view on it might be their view on it, but I know their view is wrong, and I'm confident to drive my opinion through. And if not, they're just out of the way. You know what I mean? It's like people are like, oh no, they think that. I'm like, no, you think that they're gonna think before they thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're like,
find the holes and show them how this can fill it. Everyone's got holes in their life, and this can fill a lot of holes. Find out how this can help bring people up, dude, and then just show them. Figure out what they're thinking. Like you said, don't just assume them. And I mean, a lot of times people try to sell it, dude. I literally don't look at this as sales at all. It's not sales. I simply show people how this is helping. I put it on the table. If they take it, great. If not, I'll take it back and offer it to someone else just as quickly as you're not going to take it. Either way, it's not on me. It's on them. You're going to find a lot more people are going to be willing to listen when you just completely take it off yourself. You're not thinking about yourself at all. 100% just put it on them. How can we help you?
And become a master counting objections. Just do it confidently, respectfully, and if it's not going to get through to them, fuck it.
All those things that we talked about were the meat and potatoes. Like what we've been talking about for the last. If you focus on dialing in those things. Like, if you clearly see where you're going in something, like, that wouldn't affect you. You know what I mean? If you clearly see that you're going to go make millions in a company or $100,000 a year in a company, you understand that the people you're talking to will be making a lot of money. Meaning what? You're very confident in talking to them. And if not, it's their loss. And they'll recognize that. Right? People come in, they focus on the list, the invite, the fucking meeting. Like, that didn't exist for us. I like to use the analogy, it's like an ice cream sundae. You have your ice cream and you have your sprinkles. You can eat an ice cream sundae without the sprinkles, but you can't eat it without the fucking ice cream. If you focus on all that little shit, you're missing the big shit. The deep belief systems. Can you do it? Yes. Will you do it? Yes. Have you decided to do it? Yes, you're good. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, dude, unless someone, like you think this person could absolutely smash the business, dude, take a different approach. Like, try to just, hang out with them, and be genuine just as a friend. And, like, work it just into, like, that, versus just, like, trying to just pitch it on them or, get them to come out to a meeting. And, I mean, you've probably gone through your town to the point where you've got the people that want it. You've got the people that see it. And now you've just got to get creative with expanding. It's like, dude, I could go back to my fucking Facebook, and I've just been hesitant to because I got so many damn fucking people through it that I can't, like, sort. Like, everyone on my Facebook is basically Vemma, but there's still people I can, like, go through and find and talk to again, based on how I've changed. But get creative. Dude, I got kids that built their entire team through Instagram. Fucking half his proselyte came through Omegle. Which is like,
no, dude. I got this kid. He's in high school right now. His name's Thomas Messon. He has a decent power building. He's in Tom Allen's team. If you guys have ever heard of Tom Allen's, nasty business.
He might come
doing,
through,
but what?
He might come over.
This kid Thomas Messon owns a power leg. Right? He had this power leg building because Tom was building for him. He just needed to open his profit. He didn't know what to do. Dude, he's in high school. They just made this rule: you can't enroll anyone under 18. He's like, shit. Like, what am I gonna do? Dude, the kid literally sat on chat roulette. Everyone knows what chat roulette is?
Yeah.
He fought through the dicks.
Yeah.
And now, dude, he found this kid. His name's Tanner Clapperich out in Wisconsin. That kid blew up. He has 21 PEQs. He built it to diamond, completely car qualified in a month's time. He's been involved for about 3 months. We've got around 300 active orders in his group.
Dude, I have a kid.
Now that's his power leg.
So what's your excuse? It's like, what's it take, whatever it takes. You just gotta get creative, think outside the box.
Yo, this kid, Brandon Bozarth, who's like one of the top guys in my profit leg, which you guys like don't know anyone really over there, came through Andy Simonek, which was a wrong number phone call. Like we hit the dude up, it was the wrong number, and ended up enrolling and leading us to Brandon Bozarth.
Bozarth's gonna max the comp plan, like without a doubt.
Bozarth's
Jeez.
like the coolest dude in the world. Has his bomb and shit.
You know, dude, Matt over here, I mean, he was kind of stagnant for a few months, you know, found Nick, and 4th or 5th month went from, you know, nothing, literally nothing, to gold all of a sudden, like near gold. So it's like you're always one kid away, but like for the people that like just give up too soon, you'll never find that kid. You'll never know what you would have otherwise found.
You gotta play enough hands to get the good cards.
So it's like, and dude, yeah, I mean, it's like it's just doing it. You know, I'm a victim of it myself. You know, I can cold market way more than I do. You know, my role's a little bit different where, you know, I've got other priorities, but I mean, we all agree we want to go out and cold market PEQ more people. You know, but it's just a matter of doing it, like just stepping over that line. There's like a line, dude, in life, and people just are on this side of it, and like, you know,
talk about stepping over, but no one actually picks up their foot and does it. You know?
So it's like, you know, whatever. I mean, I was talking about this girl on Tumblr, bro. She just made an account with pictures of motivational shit, you know, entrepreneur, whatever, and like she's just connecting with people that have like similar like interests. Yeah, she's 16. You guys see her screaming in East Coast Vemma all the time. Emily Schlater.
We always say,
dude, bro, fucking, she's the shit. And like, she enrolled a kid in the UK. She's building she's a 16-year-old girl. You know, she enrolled a kid in Cali.
She's a badass, dude. Like fucking
badass.
She just believes in herself.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah,
that's the only difference.
Let me just ask a question, dude. Who here is 100% sure that they can make a 6-figure income?
That they can. You can.
Okay, so everyone's hand is up, right? I understand that. It's not whether you can or you can't. Now, who will make a 6-figure income in Vemma? 100%.
All right, now whose schedule matches that result right now?
And then lastly, if there's anybody whose hand is up, if there's anybody whose hand is up, or they're like, you know, there's something on the inside, take our word for it. You can.
I wish people would come back and just see us in the beginning, or see us in high school, see us before this. It was ridiculous. Such a drastic change in like what we were doing on a daily basis, on how we lived our lives and how we thought. Everything, dude. Everything. Complete 180. Anybody can do it. That's the only difference between the person that does it and the person that doesn't do it. Is the person that doesn't do it doesn't think he can do it. The person that does do it does think he can do it. That's the only difference.
Do I understand everyone in the whole room and the whole world has the ability to change? Like, don't look at people as they are, look at what they could be. That's when you get really, really good. Like, you look at, like, Joe Schmo, yeah, he's Joe Schmo right now, but if Joe Schmo is, like, you find what fires him up, and you hit those hot buttons, and you direct him into a few books, he would be a fucking superstar. He would be a fucking superstar. You need to see it in yourself before you see it. And you gotta believe in yourself enough to put it into somebody else. The only way you can make someone else believe in themselves is by believing in yourself.
And there is no better time than right fucking now. Because tomorrow starts the new year in terms of Vemma, week 1 of 2014. Like, dude, it's just mentally erase everything. Mentally erase everything that's happened in 2013 is what I was telling these guys. It's irrelevant. You can't change the past. Fuck it. It doesn't matter, dude. You'll hear these stories of kids in network marketing that struggled forever and are huge success stories now.
Read them.
Grady Polson was fucking what? Like he shared
4 years, like diamond, dude.
Yeah.
Like
and
Tom
now he's star
Malkazin, like
presidential.
I meet with Tom Malkazin once a month because I live here, and he's like, I don't care about all these fucking guys that go from 0 to 6 figures in 10 months. I want to hear about the dude that took 2 years to get diamond. That's the guy I want to put on the fucking call. You know what I mean? Like,
just figure out, like 2014, figure out what you want, put it on paper, hold yourself accountable. It's like, what's holding you back? And if you're doing shit throughout the day that's not a money-making activity, then it's like, if you're partying and smoking, dude, what are you celebrating, right?
Either lower your results or raise the schedule. Yeah. You choose one. You know what I mean?
Like, what does the you look like that's doing it? That's shaking and baking? Like, what does that you look like? What does that you look like? Picture him and work towards him or her. Work towards that. Work towards that you every single day, right? We told this story so much, right? We told a story of what was happening to other people so much, right? We just were telling it, dude. If you're sharing a story about what's happening, whatever it is, you're gonna start manifesting it. You're gonna start really believing in it, regardless if it's fake or true. Regardless if at the time you started saying it, you say something 1,000 times. I do it with everything, dude. I do it with everything. Like, before I fucking am, like, going on stage, I'm so happy and grateful I'm the best public speaker in the whole entire world. I'm so happy and grateful I'm the best public speaker in the whole entire world. I'm so happy and grateful that, like, fucking this is gonna go great, whatever it is. And we said this opportunity presentation, we were sharing this story that wasn't true. It was true for other people, but it wasn't true for us. And we were just sharing this story until we became characters in the story. And then, because we were the story, we just started telling people what was happening, what we were doing. That's that.
This is like now the start of the year.
Did anyone record this?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
A to Z.
As soon as I walked in.
The heat?
Yeah.
How it feels like when you're in Vegas and you hit the goal as opposed to you kind of scroll through the first 4 months and like being Vegas. Like for me last year it sucked because I didn't hit my goals that I wanted to. But then looking back now and working my ass off to hit like at least presidential being a lot there. So like scoring towards the being Vegas 1 to like that road going towards it. Well, I mean, I was presidential the month before Vegas last year and got to sit in that black chair, and that was
I pulled
sick.
some strings from Ty.
And that was sick. And then I did 480 cycles the month before Ambassador trip, and that fucking sucked. So, you know, and I'm watching, literally, I get Morton's video on my newsfeed with a screenshot of it, fucking Yeager, just in the screenshot, just like, and I'm like, shit. You know, like, it sucked, man. And I look back and I'm like, there's so much more I could have done. So, like, just, and understand, dude,
You're all in the field.
understand what you do today will determine your result 90 days from now, 3 months from now. You know, it's like we took our foot off the gas, and 90 days later, you know, we kind of saw the repercussions of it. So, you know, don't understand you're not going to see result, you know, that day, right away. But you just got to stay focused. And Evan and I were talking about it. It's like this business isn't about 1 week that you're just fucking locked in, and then you get comfortable again, dude. It's consecutive back-to-back good days.
Months, dude.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, too,
Days.
like, just as like a warning for everyone here, when you start this business, you start any business, I don't care what it is, you're going to be overworked and underpaid every single time. If you do that long enough, dude, you're going to be overpaid and underworked. That's what everyone's going for. That's what everybody's going for. That's not your line, Turner. It's not like that. No, I didn't.
Right? You're successful the moment you start moving towards a worthwhile goal. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction and knowing you made the best effort to become the best of which you are capable. Right? It's fucking perfect.
When you guys were like bronze and whatnot and gold, did you put anything on social media with like Vemma and Verve? Like, not like blast it, but like.
I personally didn't.
You don't want
I've
to
never done
recruit that way, but you can express it that way. Because if you
Talk about
express
why you're
it
excited,
correctly,
what's
people
going on.
that people that will attract people. You know, it doesn't have to be Vemma, but it can just be, you know,
Like
how you're
motivation
excited
shit,
about
yeah.
motivational shit. Like, you don't want to do blast it.
Talk about the
Yeah.
change in you, the change
Yeah.
that personally impacted you.
Dude, this business is all your mindset, real quick, right? Like we touched on. If everyone could just dial in, like, 2 things. Focus on everything that is working, and don't focus on anything that's not working. That's it, right? No one's ready for a thing until they believe they can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief, not mere hope or wish. That wasn't the one I was going to read. But, like, your mind, right? Your mind, if you're thinking about something that's not working, you're going to start attracting more of what's not working. Right? It's a simple, like, light switch, dude. Like, what's going well? What
Success
is
conscious.
working? Like, yeah, success conscious. He's the most success conscious person in the world, dude.
Very true.
In the world. It looks like it's effortless. It's not actually effortless. He's just very success conscious. Right? There is no bad, dude. Like, if you're only thinking about what's working, right? So if something starts going wrong and you start thinking about that, what are you going to bring towards you? More wrong, more not good. Pick the things that are going right, dude. Wake up in the morning and talk and feel like you already did it. Be in the shower, be a fucking millionaire in the shower, dude. Seriously.
Think like your pinnacle, work like LeBron.
Did you guys see the article on 5 steps of compartmentalization by Brian Scuderi?
I need a definition on that one.
Yeah, it's a very long word, but basically something I'm going to focus on doing this year, you know, and if you guys want it, Facebook message me. I've got the link saved. It's trying to balance all this different shit, and it's actually the CEO of Visalis that was interviewed in this article, and how he was dealing with his son having autism, his mom had passed away, and his business was exploding, and dealing with the growing pains, and all these different things, and how to balance it. And people fail to just stay focused in on one thing and one thing only for even if it's a short period of time. So find balance in your life, dude. It's like, if you've got your business, dedicate time per day to just focus on it and nothing but it. If you've got school, while you're in school, be focusing on that and nothing but that. And if you're with your family, dude, and what I'm going to start to do.
Be where you're at.
Yeah, be where you're at.
Be where you are.
We talk about, when we party, we half-ass party.
I'm gonna get fucked up from now on when I party.
And then when
I work, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, so it's time management, right? Put together a schedule, a daily schedule. Like when I'm at the gym, starting 2014, I'm gonna.
I was just saying, now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put my phone on airplane mode so I don't get texts, because I spend half my time in the gym doing work, which isn't good. And so I'm gonna be in the gym.
Work and half-ass gym.
I'm gonna be in the gym, and then when I'm when I'm working, when I'm Skyping, like if I'm off of Skype, I'm turning on an audio, I'm turning on a video. If I'm off the video, I'm like training. And I'll have a couple hours just dedicated toward that. And then at night, when we're chilling, I'm gonna keep my phone in my room, and we're gonna smoke an L or something. Like I'm gonna be chilling. You know what I mean? And in that, I think it's powerful. And you'll read the article and you understand why. But
100%, dude, because everything is like exponential, dude. So if you're not half your potential if you work half your effort. You're like a quarter of your potential if you put in half your effort. So then you max your effort. That's your max potential, and it's gonna be 4 times as much as you guys get what I'm saying? Like exponentially goes up. That's why you just whatever you're doing. I don't care what it is. If you're running, dude, run till you pass out. Like everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. Straight up. See him eat. You gotta be like a couple feet away or you'll be in the splash zone.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Full. We used to listen to that shit every day too. Will Smith's Secrets to Success.
I listen to that every single day when I woke up. Then I changed it to Jim Rohn. Do the best that you can do every single day when I woke up. Like get in a schedule like that. Where like I woke up the second, it would just put me in that zone. Like fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna just tear this day up, dude. I'm gonna do the best I can do in every single thing that I do. Yeah.
You're the best.
Yeah, dude. It's
you're
dope.
the best.
So dope.
Yeah. So
Feed your mind with all that shit. You just gotta be non-stop, right? That's fucking Darren Hardy. Like the Success audio. Like when I said I did 700 tracks in a row without listening to music, it's not a joke. Like I literally.
It was bad. Like
Dude, we'd be in the car. These fuckers. Like none of us really understood it, but I knew Wilburn and Brad made a big deal about it. So I was like, no, we're doing it. And for the first month, they probably didn't even
So
listen.
pissed off.
Like,
why
Yeager's like
Darren Hardy? Why is he pronouncing these words like so thoroughly?
Yeager's like, dude, I'm this fucking self-help crap.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. Literally, but like it was not.
It's the best thing that
and we didn't know, but we were programming our shit, dude. If you're looking at what's going on out there, guess what it is? A bunch of negative. You're thinking about a bunch of negative because you're seeing a bunch of negative. What are you going to put out? A bunch of negative.
Yeah, dude, don't watch the news, too.
No.
Fuck the news. So negative.
Yeah.
So negative. Dude, I'm going to make my own news station. It's all positive. You guys all better watch it.
Create your environment. You're a product of your environment. Everyone is.
Well, you can create your own environment.
Exactly. Well,
So you can be a product of whatever the fuck you want to be a product of. You gotta manifest it yourself. You create your own reality. People don't realize that. But it's just you just feed shit in. You get shit in, dude, you're gonna get shit out.